Hello and welcome to Grok Trade. My name is Jerry Usher, graduate student of the mentoring program here, and today is Tuesday, December 7th, 2010. Okay, we're taking a look at the S&P 500 here real quick, and we could see that we have this upper resistance line, this trend line that's been drawn in since an old swing high back in April of 2010. We tagged it again here in November of 2010, and there we are again. We have a potential double top here, maybe in the making. Maybe we're going to get a high base. You can see here that we did make a higher high today, but we closed right back down. And if you take a look at that real close, you can see that we're actually right. We opened at that resistance line, traded up above it, and came crashing back down, only to close down below it. Shooting star here, which is another bearish formation. So right now it's giving us hints that we're getting ready for a pullback here. Whether that happens or not, we're just going to have to watch the markets, keep an eye on that. If we look at the MACD, I know you can't see it, but I can see it. We have starting to get negative ticks here. Possible crossover, and if we get a crossover, then we have a pretty good chance of getting a downturn there. All right, let's take a look at our bull stock of the week, which is FOSL. And I'm going to start looking here tonight at the weekly. This is the weekly on FOSL, and you can see we've been in for quite an uptrend here, and we're starting to doji out here, which is a sign of indecision, a possible sign of reversal. If this ends up being a doji by the end of the week, then we could expect a slight pullback. So is it a time to go long in this stock? Well, you know, with the markets kind of at a crossroads now, we don't want to be trading long or short at the moment. We want to wait for market confirmation. Now we're looking at the FOSL daily here. Yesterday I wrote a note to myself waiting on the 60. We'll take a look at that in a minute. This orange line here was a possible target area if the markets turn bullish, and I got that by actually measuring this area here. We had a slight base here, and then we popped up. So I took that height. Some people would call that a possible flagpole there. And I took that, measured it, and if I could only move it again here, come on. It's not letting me move it. There we go. Now let's, alright, forget it. After I measured that, I then moved it up here to get a possible target area. Now take a look at what we have here today. We did have, we opened up, gap up, we traded up a little bit, and then crashed back down. Now what happened is we damaged this base, this high base. Not that it's totally no good, but we have a higher high now. So without market confirmation, not interested in going long in this yet. And if the markets were to turn bullish tomorrow, you know, we're going to have to trade above higher here now. We're going to have to break this high in order to enter. I would like to see another 2, 3, 4 days of similar candles here before I get real interested in going long on this. You could see the 60 here. We had some areas of support and resistance. This is where we've been trading the past few days, creating that base. Today we broke above only to come right back down. So this was more of a fake out. Sorry about that. This is more of a fake out than an actual breakout. So that's why you always wait for confirmation. So I'm glad I didn't have an order set yet. I was waiting for confirmation of the markets, and here, you know, nothing was triggered on me. So if you were in this stock, if you were lucky enough to pick this up here on Thursday, you're gonna want to keep your stops, you know, underneath the swings here. And if we pull back, then you'll be triggered out. Hopefully cash in a little bit of a profit there. Otherwise, if we break out, you just keep that stop following up ever so slightly. Let's go ahead and take a look at our bear stocks of the week. We have actually two this week. EQIX, Equinox Incorporated. This turned out to be a dud yesterday. The reason why it was a dud, we had a Fibonacci on here, and it actually traded above the 61.8. Look what happened today. We even made a higher high and a higher low. So if it wasn't good yesterday, then it's definitely not good today either. Yeah, we do have a bearish candle there. It looks like a reversal, so we could possibly get a down leg started here. But we have these areas of support down here. This previous gap fill area, actually I could probably lower that now since we traded through it, but we also have this trend line here that's going to act as support, so not as weak as once thought. So I think we're going to forget looking at that from now on. You know, it's still a weak company, so don't totally throw it off your radar, but we're gonna have to watch that for several days, maybe weeks before a setup is going to happen again. Take a look at LMT. This is what we were looking at last week for a possible short candidate, and you can see that we're still in this broad range base. Not interested in shorting this until this breaks down. The reason why I don't want to forget this is because we have so much potential down here. If the markets do end up starting to break down, which they may, we could have a possible double top, then if this guy can break down below its support here, especially this support area right here, boy oh boy is there a lot of potential there, and stocks tend to drop much quicker than they rise, so this could be a quick money maker here. Keep this guy on your radar. We need market confirmation, and then if we can break through this bottom base, good stock right there. Alright guys, well, it was nice talking to you tonight. We're looking forward to tomorrow, Wednesday, trading day. I hope you all had a nice day, and we'll be talking to you later. Take care, guys.